quick chili recipe. I'd say about all in all, it takes about an hour 15 minutes. But here we go. Here's our ingredients. So we got some peppers. I went with serrano peppers. Usually do jalapenos, bell peppers, just some sweet onions. I got 3 of them. You can do one big one. 2 pounds of 80/20 ground beef, salt, pepper, kidney beans, some diced tomatoes, some tomato sauce, and then onion powder, garlic powder, ground cumin, crushed red pepper, and chili powder. And I'll throw one more thing in there at the end, but you gotta wait for that. Alright, so let's get started. We're gonna get this meat cooking. Basically chop up onions, green pepper, and peppers. While that cooks, we're gonna let that cook and drain the grease. It shouldn't be too much, but I like getting the grease out, and then basically we'll add basically everything else, and then I'll let it cook. So I'm gonna do that, and be right back. All right. So one thing I did want to point out, and yes, the camera's on my head. But one thing I do want to point out is these bell peppers. I know sometimes they're a pain to cut, but easiest way I found, it's called the box method. Basically cut off the end like that, and then you just cut a square like that, and you waste very little. So that way it's nice strips, and you just go ahead and chop it up into little pieces. Do that. All that. This one's still, it can be a little bit of a pain. But you get the idea. It makes it a little bit easier. I know those are a pain to cut. As far as these onions go, I used to hate cutting them, but not the root, but the top part. If you cut this part off, and then cut it in half, get this off. Once you do that, it's pretty easy then. Throw that little guy out. And then, I don't get them too fine. If it gets real small, you can flip it over. Voila. Just repeat that, and then we'll be done in just a second. Alright, so we've got the meat browned, and now we're going to throw in the onions, bell pepper, and serrano peppers, and also the tomato sauce and the diced tomatoes. So this is alright. So we're going to dump all that in there, and I probably made chili about, I'd say at least 4,000 times, and if you put the onion and bell pepper in there first, I think the chili doesn't taste good, basically because all the flavor from the onion and bell pepper comes out when you're browning the meat, and that's why I like to put it in there raw. So that being said, put the whole, what does this say, 29-ounce can of tomato sauce. I'll throw the whole thing in there. Just get that bad boy going. And also the diced tomatoes. And one last thing. We're going to put 2 cups of water in here. Promise it won't be too much, but if you like yours a little thicker, then you can always cook it a little bit longer with the top off, and it'll thicken up later, so no worries. Mix this. Alright. So now, all we gotta do is chili powder. We're actually going to do a whole, I'm saying teaspoon, I mean tablespoon. So 1 tablespoon of chili powder, crushed red pepper. I kind of just eyeball that because I like mine a little spicy. So we'll leave that out. Ground cumin. It's definitely a difference maker. Put a tablespoon of that in there. And then garlic powder, put 1/2 tablespoon in there. And last but not least, onion powder, put 1/2 tablespoon in there also. And some fresh cracked black pepper. Throw that in there. You can always add more salt later. It's a lot harder to take it out. So mix that up. Then we'll throw that in there. So it's kind of looks like right there. Smells good. Basically, right now it looks real thick, and it kind of looks separated. It's like it's not all joined together like chili should be. We're going to cook it for about 30 minutes with the top on, and everything should kind of cook down and come together. And actually going to add those kidney beans, some crushed red pepper later. But the kidney beans, they don't, if you put them in now, they'll just not disintegrate, but they'll just fall apart. So basically you want to let this cook down and add the kidney beans at the end. But yeah, let this cook for about I'd say about 40 minutes with the top on, and then we'll take the top off and cook it a little bit. So we'll do that, and then we'll be back. Alright, so chili's been going for about 40 minutes. So it looks a lot different than last time. Starting to come together, and basically this is all on personal preference. This next step. Basically, cook with the top on. It's gonna keep it liquid. Take the top off. See it simmering like that. It's slowly gonna take the liquid out and thicken up. So however thick you like it. I usually cook it for about 20-30 minutes, and that's good for me. But I will say I'm gonna throw some crushed red pepper in there. I like it a little spicy. So and some hot sauce, and this is the Texas Pete, the hotter hot sauce. That's super clutch. Get a little squirt in there. And I did taste it, and this figured this out when I was in school down in Columbia, and this is kind of the knockout punch right here. Is the Old El Paso taco seasoning. I like the hot and spicy, but I mean you can get whatever you want, just the regular or medium, whatever. But this really adds some good flavor to it right there. That's got everything you need right there. Just mix that up. I'm gonna give this about, I'd say probably no more than 30 more minutes uncovered at a little simmer. I will be good to go. And with that being said, I'm actually going to can this tomorrow, so I'll make a little bit